Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the High Republic.
Yeah, they're really gonna, well, just that and other things. They're definitely trying to make it stick no matter what.
Yeah, Disney is going to try to make the High Republic stick with kids. They're grooming kids
that's not what
to be Star Wars fans.
Basically, and it's not just High Republic. They're also getting Goosebumps too. They're trying to go for this edgy kid demographic now, and they basically
That's a demographic.
Apparently, edutainment. Apparently, they're trying to be Stranger Things with Star Wars, and I'm not kidding about that.
Oh my God! Why can't we just have Star Wars be Star Wars? Why do we have to try to make Star Wars something it isn't?
I mean, now a creepy horror-based Star Wars might actually be kind of cool. I'm not going to say it wouldn't be, but they're bringing in the High Republic people to work on it. So you lost me there. You had me at maybe Stranger Things meets Star Wars and something kind of funky and, you know, more scary. And then you said High Republic, and I'm like, that scares me, but not in the way you want it to.
All right, so we're gonna talk about that and just this continued push. They are not going to let the High Republic die. You know, I mean, this is what's so weird about it is they made such a big deal about the High Republic. Now, the books initially sold pretty well. Some of the comics initially sold pretty well, but we've gone from that to the Bakeoff comic book.
They aren't doing well. They aren't. I'm sorry. It's not sticking. And then they put so much time and energy and money in this. They had those big whiteboard meetings, you know, with dinosaurs and diversity and all this shit. And it isn't doing very well with people. But beyond that, we've been saying since the beginning, you already had an uphill battle. Most people don't read books anymore. They aren't going to read these books. They aren't going to read the comics. And you made it such a huge thing over so many different types of media that you ended up cutting yourself off at the knees to begin with.
Yeah, it's so weird. Digital Spy, which is usually very, very pro-Disney Star Wars, put this article up last year. And they more or less said that the High Republic is way too convoluted. The stories are spread out across so many different media that nobody can really follow everything.
Well, they have kids' books, they have comic books, they have young adult books, they have, you know, YA books, they have, you know, adult books, and they're trying to tell the story in so many different ways.
Very adult books.
Yeah, they don't have that yet. But they're trying to tell these stories in so many different ways that it's coming across as just like, what the hell? Because somebody who likes comics isn't going to go read the books. Somebody who likes the books isn't going to read the children's novels. You know what I mean? It's just really not working.
It felt like I was being digested by the Sarlacc pit slowly.
Okay.
Anyway.
What?
Anyway, we're going to talk about the High Republic. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 256,000 subs. And for some weird reason, with only 256,000 subs, we get more views than the official Star Wars YouTube channel. That's effing sad. That's just absolutely pathetic.
Millions of subscribers.
Millions.
Oh, I want to say before we do anything else too, I want to talk about our Clownfish Studios YouTube because we have another channel and there's games and art on there. Oh, and then Squid King did a mockumentary making fun of Groundhog Day. That was fun.
Yeah.
So you can find other content like that that's more like fun and not complaining about things all the time over there.
Yeah, we don't complain.
That's where we do the fun stuff.
That is where we do the fun stuff. And if you want to help support this channel and all the stuff we're doing, we actually do have memberships over there. And we've got some like members only streams, and we're going to do a lot more with art and that sort of thing over there. So check out the Clownfish Studios channel. It's doing pretty good considering we only have 17,000 subs so far. We haven't really broadcast it too much, but
check out Squid King's mockumentary too.
Yeah, check out his mockumentary.
It's hilarious.
It is.
Phil Coyne, he'll make you a fillionaire. Anyway.
Fillionaire. That's problematic.
Probably. So, So anyway, back to this. Yeah, Star Wars has a problem. And Lucasfilm has a problem. They've quadrupled down on this High Republic. And it does not perform well. People don't give a shit. I mean, you're looking at most of these. They had the High Republic Anniversary Special, 29,000. I questioned this a month ago. Who will survive, 135,000? I question that, considering how most High Republic videos get about 30,000 at the most.
Yeah, I think it was more like, oh, thank God they're going to kill some people off because there's way too many Jedi.
Well, they said they were going to kill people off. That wasn't, surprise, but
surprised they all die by the time the Phantom Menace.
That would be a plus. But
except for Yoda.
Here's the thing. They would be all dead by then. Sorry. Here's the thing. It's just they're like they did with Ms. Marvel. when it wasn't working in the comics, we're going to put a show out there because we're going to have to make it stick. And the only way we're going to make it stick with more people is that make sure their eyeballs are on it. And the only way to get more eyeballs on this is to do it as a video game or to do it as a show on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to do. And the rumor is that they're going to do this show on Disney Plus, and it's going to be like Stranger Things. It's going to be kid focused. So this comes from Cinelinx, and they said it was going to be, here's what they said. It's a description. I heard almost verbatim from two different sources months apart from each other. The context behind it is Lucasfilm is apparently working on a new, as of yet unannounced, live-action Star Wars series for Disney+. Unlike their current upcoming shows, however, the primary cast and focus of the story would be kids to preteen, teenager range. Okay? And they said that it was basically going to be Stranger Things is what they're going for, with this kid focus, and I think probably the way they're going to try to tell it, because I can see the meaning. Excuse me. Oh shit! The High Republic isn't working.
I can just hear it in the Mickey Mouse voice. Oh shit, guys! The High Republic isn't working. Oh fuck nuts! How much do we spend, Bob? How much do we spend for the Star Space Wars shit?
Yeah, like for the Star Trek shit. Anyway, I'm just like, I can see the meaning now. They're probably like, okay, guys, we got to figure out how to make this work. What are the kids? What are the fellow kids out there liking? What resonates with the kids? What does good that our competitors have that we can put with kids? Because we can't use Squid Game and we can't use Bridgerton. So what?
Oh my god! Put them together. You just put them together.
Then you got hentai. So what can we do that's down with the kids today? And someone's like, I know, Stranger Things, and they're like, oh my god, make it so.
Donald F. Duck, you better get moving on this right now because I need some money.
You're really bad at that.
I am really bad. I can't make my voice crack that badly. But yeah,
I can, but it involves my knee and ice.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going. I can
make your voice crack that way, but it involves my knee and ice.
O'Reilly's.
Okay.
Anyway,
we're not a sponsor.
Yeah, they're not a sponsor. They could be though.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
So in this show, they have that going on, and they also are saying that that comicbook.com said that the High Republic Board of Authors.
The Board of Authors.
They say board, we say Borg.
Oh my god.
That Charles Soule, Justina Ireland, isn't she the one behind The Vessel and Geode?
I think.
And that Daniel Jose Older, Claudia Gray, Kevin Scott are going to assist in writing the show.
This is basically, I almost feel like the High Republic is where they quarantine the Lucasfilm story group. I almost feel like it's like this is the direction they wanted to take Star Wars proper. But then, of course, you got the Mandalorian and Boba Fett and
the other Mandalorian show, because Boba Fett's barely in it.
Yeah, he's barely in it. So we got that. That has resonated with fans a hell of a lot more than this stuff. So they're just kind of like this is apocrypha. They're like, oh, we're just going to do books and comics and shit, and we'll do a TV show maybe, but it's just going to be kids.
But they're bringing these people back into this. And I think the reason they're doing it is because they're like, okay, we'll put their names on it, and then people will be like, oh, if I like the show, I'm going to go read the books by these people, is what I think they're trying to do. And it's like they will not just give up and like, okay, this isn't working. No, we got to quadruple down on it, because their whole direction, I think, hinges on this stupid High Republic shit.
Well, yeah, because I think a lot of people, their job, they were basically hired for the long haul. And this is, my understanding is this Kathleen Kennedy's brain fart was let's go back in time even further and just rewrite Star Wars lore. And
I'm not sure whose idea it was, but we said from the beginning this was not going to go the way they thought, because they were focused on books and different reading levels, and they were going to. It was too big, and it was to an audience that's very, very, very niche, because most people aren't going to read these books. So I'm like, okay, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there's interest in the High Republic we don't know about.
Yeah.
So I looked. Okay, see the blue almost flat line? It's barely a live blip down here. The one that there's hardly a heartbeat going on. That's the High Republic. Nobody cares. It's completely flat. It's not just because it's recent they forgot. No. I went back a whole year before I took this 90-day one. It's flat.
Might be the game. Might be the game that's coming out.
What, the High Republic
Yeah,
game?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what
Eclipse,
that blip was, but it was not because of the books. And then I compared it to The
Yoda
Mandalorian.
Yoda gets his cookies baked.
Yeah, no, that's another book. And then I compared it to The Mandalorian, you know, and it's like way up here in comparison. And then I compare it to Boba Fett, which of course, you know, got much more engagement when it started, you know, back here. So, but Mandalorian and Boba Fett are way up here, and the High Republic is barely alive.
Boba Fett, yay! Oh, he has his mask off, and he won't shut up, and he's too nice.
The Mandalorian's taken over. Oh, look, there's Luke, and there's R2.
Whee!
You know, so
Spoilers.
I'm just like, the High Republic is dead. It's not even blipping, okay? And they're trying to CPR the hell out of this thing. So the only way they know to do that is to make it a show, because you have to have that mass appeal, and you have to actually have people pay attention to it. Yeah. And they're going to go for the young audience because, one, I think there's a pattern here I'll show you in a minute where they're going to try to go for this edgier kid stuff. And two, I think the High Republic was mostly geared at the young adult teen audience anyway.
Yeah, it was.
So they're like, well, we'll get them involved. And then we'll have new Star Wars fans that'll follow along. And when the Acolyte comes out, somebody will want to watch it.
Yeah, they won't know any better. They're not poisoned by nostalgia. They're going to be our Star Wars fans.
Those horrible, shitty people on YouTube.
That probably, honest to God, that probably is the thought process behind this whole damn thing. Is like, we'll just make brand new Star Wars fans that don't have any attachment.
They tried to do with the other one. So that's only part of it. The other part was, today it got announced. So this was mentioned before, but it wasn't actually greenlit. So on top of this, new series for the High Republic, this one is confirmed because the other one's a rumor. Goosebumps is coming to Disney Plus.
Gersperms.
That's what I kept thinking of. Gersperms.
She's a lawyer now.
It's coming to Disney Plus. Well, she can sue us then probably because we said it. And they're really going for this whole edgy kids thing.
Edgy kids.
That's like a new thing. Instead of like,
it sounds like Epcot. Like
Disney kids, it's edgy kids.
Edgy kids. Goth kids. Hot Topic.
So, yeah, I don't think Goosebumps is really a Hot Topic thing. But anyway, so
it could be.
They're going to be doing a 10-episode show on Disney Plus. Okay, so they're definitely going for this scarier thing for kids between the two of them. And they're talking about how it's going to be a group of 5 high schoolers. So they upped the age. They made it more high school.
Okay.
A group of 5, well, I guess it was high school in the movies, but in the books it was kind of like middle school.
It was middle school kids, yeah.
So they upped it a little bit like the films. It's going to follow a group of 5 high schoolers who unleash supernatural forces upon their town, like Stranger Things, and must all work together thanks to and in spite of their friendships, rivalries, and past with each other in order to save it, learning much about their parents' past teenage secrets in the process.
Oh my God, it's Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's basically what happened in Mystery Inc.
So there you go. They're Scooby-Dooing this shit.
They're going to Scooby-Doo this shit.
Well, you know they like Scooby-Doo. Because they said Scooby-Doo that shit in Spider-Man. They
did. Let's Scooby-Doo that shit. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to Scooby-Doo Star Wars, and they're going to Scooby-Doo Goosebumps. And so they have some people worked on the movies working on the show too. But interestingly enough, if you look at the producers, besides the fact that they have Scholastic Entertainment in there, Sony Pictures Television Studios will produce. Oh, that's
curious. And the original film and Stoller Global Solutions, who have people listed here as producers also, are currently under TV deals with Sony. So this is a Disney with Sony deal.
Interesting. Well, maybe it won't suck.
I don't know. I just noticed that and thought that was interesting when I did the article.
Maybe Spider-Man will be in it.
I don't think Spider-Man's going to be in it.
He could be. He was in the video games back in the day, like Sega. They had him in.
Yeah, but not in Goosebumps.
No, but they could put him in Goosebumps.
They're not going to cross those streams. They're not going to put Spider-Man in Goosebumps.
They'll pull his mask off the bit. Peter Parker. We've gotten away with it too.
They're not going to do that. But my point is, it's like Disney is trying to go this dark route now. Like, it's not working the other ways. We're flatlining. I know. Let's go Stranger Things, all this shit, and see what happens.
You know what they're not doing is Kevin Smith's dark Disney series that got canceled.
Well, that was surprising though, because those books actually were pretty good.
That was what, Kingdom Keepers?
Kingdom Keeper books. Now, I haven't read them in years, and I stopped reading them when they got too dark, because they did eventually get really, really, really dark, and I was like, so I stopped reading them. But, yeah, it was a very dark series, and it was very popular because it tied into theme parks too, and they were going to do it with Kevin Smith, And then they didn't.
They probably read the script and they're probably like, why are all these sex jokes in this?
Probably. Why is the kid sitting in Mickey's lap to take his power away?
This is for 13-year-olds. What the hell? No, they can't smoke pot.
Actually, Kingdom Keepers would have been popular. It really would have been. Because those books, that book series is pretty popular with people, especially since it ties the parks in. It was probably down to a thing where somebody from parks and resorts were like, okay, well, if we put this out there, people are going to be afraid of Small World. Because in part of the book, like the Small World dolls come to life and try to attack you and kill you.
Yeah, well, they can make a whole game out of that. You know, it'd be like Five Nights at Freddy's.
But they kind of did make a game with that. Didn't they have like the one Mickey, the paintbrush one? Was that
Epic Mickey?
Epic Mickey. Yeah. They had the clock try to kill you.
That would be kind of cool, actually.
But they're not doing it now.
Not actually cool if like they actually try to kill you.
But let's be honest here. Most people would have totally believed the Small World dolls could come to life and kill you. People don't know this, but they have to have their hair cut all the time.
Yeah.
Their hair grows. But it's not because they're alive. It's because the humidity in the ride makes the yarn stretch. So they have to keep them trimmed up.
They have to re-wig them.
Mm-hmm. So people like, their hair grows, and that usually freaks the shit out of people.
They like flesh.
That's right. As long as they're fed well, they don't attack more.
Yeah. So here's the thing: when people go in to maintain these dolls, they usually have to give them a blood offering. So a lot of times the cast members just prick their finger and let the little Dutch girl suckle on their fingertip for a while, and then her hair grows. This
is why you don't stay overnight in the Disney parks and try to, because they'll either find you or you'll end up being food for It's a Small World.
That's how they keep the alligators out. They eat the alligators.
Oh, that could be it. They're good because it's all water, so I'm sure they try to get in there. So, Of course, we're making all this shit up, and I have to say that because some idiot out there is going to be like, oh, my God, that's not true. You're spreading lies.
Fake news, clownfish.
Or somebody's going to be like totally convinced it's true and be like, oh my God, I heard about the ritualisticness behind It's a Small World.
Sure, it's a lie. Sure, absolutely. We just made it all up. Wink, 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 wink. Sleep tight.
Anyway, Disney's definitely trying to go with this Stranger Things route to try to get this like new edgier line of shows in there to try to break from this whole it's for kids and stuff. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The Goosebumps is confirmed. The other one's a rumor, but I would not be surprised at all because it's the only way New Republic or the High Republic is going to stick is with this kind of thing. We've said that since day one. It's not going to work unless it's a movie, a show, or a video game.
Yeah, that's it. Because most people don't read the books or the tie-in comics or any of that stuff. People were confused. They were confused in Solo. We went to go see Solo in the theater. Believe it or not, we were like one of 5 people that went to go see it. But we went to go see it in the theater, and there are people that were like, I thought Darth Maul was dead. Mm-hmm. I don't understand how he came back. Because most people, even the characters that they're reintroducing in the Filoniverse series, people are confused. They're like, I don't know who these guys are.
Right, because if you didn't watch the cartoon shows, you don't know.
When did Anakin have a Padawan? What movie was that in?
Right. So you're already limited, but cartoons are already limiting, let alone, it's even more so when you have them as books and comics, and especially since they're spread across so many different reading levels. Most adults are going to go buy the little kids' books to see what the hell is going on.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
All right. So please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.